All right. What exactly do you mean when you say that John creeps everybody out?
It's the way that he behaves is very, he's just very creepy. The way that he looks at people, it's his presence in a room is extremely creepy. I remembered before I knew about him touching his daughter, and I had decided at that point that I didn't want anything more to do with him. I remember, him talking about God, and we were in the same room, and he reached over and he put his hand on me, and I remember that my first instinct when he touched me was to run the other direction, because it's something about him just creeps me out. He's just one of those people that physically, when I'm in his presence, he gives me for lack of a better term, the heebie-jeebies. It's just a vibe that he puts off. It's his presence. I can't explain it. It's just one of those things that you know that he is not a man you want to be next to.
Wow.
But physically, that's what he does to me, and he does that to a lot of other people here too.
So
it's not just me. I've had other members of my family go, he's really kind of, and I don't know why he puts off that kind of presence, but he does. And I don't know, it's very profound. When you're in the same room with him, it's very noticeable.
So you don't want to be around this guy, first of all, because of his presence, which you discern as evil, and secondly, he cannot be trusted among children, basically.
No, absolutely. He will. There's no way he is ever going to get close to my children in any way, shape, or form. No way. I'm their mother, and it's my job to protect them with my life if necessary, and I will do that. There's no way. I know what kind of person he is. I know what kind of man he is, and there's no way. If I saw him, we would do what we needed to do. I mean, he will never get near my kids, because I don't believe that, first of all, knowing what I know about him and what I know of people that have that are pedophiles, and they know, that have that tendency, it's not something you get rid of. It's there, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wouldn't surprise me one bit if they're using this forum that they're doing now so he can get back.
Okay. This is something that I do not really know much about. They are using a forum, you say?
Well, yeah, like the internet. Like they're using the internet as their own forum, their platform, to get in touch, and they get in touch with different groups, and they visit different groups, and they visit other people. I wouldn't be surprised if they're using that. And so John can have access to little kids. Honestly, neither one of them should be around children with her violent tendencies, but John especially.
Oh my.
He especially should not be around any kids, and there is no way. People have to think about this. Sheren has a huge family. It is absolutely gigantic. She has got something like 8 brothers and sisters, and then she's got 3 kids of her own. Somebody asked this woman, Sheren, how many of your family members do you have contact with that actually talk to you and that will bring children around you and John? Because they don't.
Okay.
They're dangerous. And we're her family, so we know her. We are related to her. And it's really sad when she has her own children, her own kids hide the fact she does not know how many kids we have, so she has no idea how many grandchildren she has between the 3 of us. That is something that keeps hidden. Their ages, their names we try to keep hidden.
So she doesn't know anything at all about your kids?
She shouldn't. Yeah, she shouldn't. We try really hard to keep that hidden from her. We do not, she knows that some of us have kids. She knows that I obviously had one. I tried to have a relationship with her when my first child was 3 months old. And it didn't work because she wanted to bring John to my house, and that was not going to happen. And knowing what I know about him, there was no way.
Yeah.
And she would not stop with well, if I come over, he's got to come with me. And so I just couldn't do that. I mean, I have to protect my kids from people like him, and I had to put an end to it. And I said, I'm sorry, but I can't take Johnny's. I believe he's a pedophile with what you've told me, and I just can't have my kids, you know, and risk the safety of my children like that, and I won't. And so she obviously knows I have at least one child. But as for how many there are between the three of us kids and what their ages are and what all their names are, that's something we try to keep hidden. So unless somebody has told her, it's not information that we give out.
How long has John claimed to be a prophet? How long has this stuff been going on?
John has claimed to be a prophet since, let's see, I believe they got married in 95. And when they got married, he found religion, or maybe he found religion right before, but I know when they got married, they were already, both of them, they were like the evangelical Christians. They were very much into that kind of thing, and they were going to church, and that's, you know, reasonably okay. They were doing that, and they were happy. And then she left him when she found out all this stuff about the drugs and the sex and the little kids and stuff. She left him, and I believe when she left him that first time, which might have been close to a year after they were married, it was somewhere in that first year, around that timeline, that's when John started claiming prophecy. So it wasn't something he was doing until she's left him twice, and that I know of. There might have been more, but there's 2 times that I know of, and kind of both times were within that first year and a half time period, and so he started claiming prophecy and visions from God, and then when she left the second time, that's when it kind of stepped up a notch, like, you know, and he started using the Bible at that point to keep her there. I guess, and I don't know, I apologize, I don't know a lot about Bible scripture, but apparently there's some Bible scriptures that pertain directly to going against the prophets of God, and he used those to kind of bring her back into line.
So basically, he even used fear on your biological mom.
Yeah, and I don't know that it's so much fear anymore. I watch her. It's weird because when I watch the videos and I see her in the videos, and my brother and sister have also said this when we watched her, it's not her. That woman that you guys see,
yeah,
the angry and stuff, but some of the other stuff that goes on, it's weird to look at her because we don't see a lot of the person she was, and I think that might just be physical looks, because he's done a lot to make sure that, you know, I guess she's not allowed to wear makeup and fix her hair and stuff anymore, so we look at her and her physical presence isn't anywhere near the same. He's put a lot of control on that.